it's unbelievable that the Hurricanes have 2 losses, and Steve Kim's here to talk about it.
I can't believe y'all are so bad, Steve, and I hate taking shots at you, and I was supporting you and backing you and throwing up to you, but you guys are bad football team.
You literally just took a shot, though.
Well, no, but it's not me, though. It's not me. Look, I've always said I am a fan. That's all I am. Like, I'm not one of those fans that say we did it. I didn't do it. You guys won. I didn't win. Like, I don't take credit. I don't take blame. I do know this. If I was the head coach, we would not have the ball for 42 minutes and 37 seconds to score only 20 points. I know how I would play football. My general philosophy would be much faster, a little bit more tempo, more spread. But I've always said, I don't want credit for the wins. Don't blame me for the losses. I am just a fan. That's
You're a loyal one, too. We got to get your reaction video so we can make a video that goes viral later on. It's kind of similar to like a quarters coverage debate. Let's do this. Miami Hurricanes, Joe Zagacki. Miami was clearly – let's take a listen to this video.
Oh, my God.
You go through this game, it's pretty clear who the more talented team is, and the numbers are
Kevin Bacon?
Right, third downs, you're like at 50%. I think they were under 25% trying to convert on third down. You run the ball for more yards. They're running the ball for negative yardage for most of the game. You're one play away from several times from winning the game. How frustrating was it for you to try to just keep pushing to get to that final play to put this thing to bed?
Well, the first thing I'll say, it's not about more talented teams. They have just as much talent as anybody else, as much as we do. So I wouldn't say that. But I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. The sound's horrible on that. But here's the issue I have. Apparently, give context, Steve, because basically it was regarding Mario saying that we had the same talent at SMU in here.
Look, that was coach speak, and you can't disparage someone that just beat you. Now, I'm just going to tell you like this. I think it's been taken a little bit out of, or blown a little bit out of proportion, taken a little bit out of context. But here's the reality, though. And the great Earl Campbell, no, not the great Earl, the man who coached Earl Campbell, Bum Phillips. Bum Phillips had one of the great phrases of all time about Don Shula. He could take his and beat yours, and he could take yours and beat his. And I guarantee you that Rhett Lashley, if he was being as honest as he can be, when he would never be held accountable for this, he would tell you, I would much rather have Miami's roster than SMU.
No doubt. I've seen they got creatures. I haven't seen a team that looks like them getting off the bus. I'll just tell you that. And my eyes work.
Well, we win all the games on the bus in the airport. It's the football field we're having issues. Now, here's what I wish what Coach Cristobal would have said. And I just addressed this with Peter Arias and Danny Money, Kane's Insight. Shout out to those guys over there. Love those guys. I wish he would have said, Joe, hold on. It doesn't matter who we play. You make those mistakes, you're going to put yourself in danger. That was unacceptable what happened. Mario Cristobal has a phrase that I love. And he said, if it's not okay in losing, it's not okay in winning. And I've said for about 6 weeks, those pre-snap penalties on our offensive line, and we're up to about 25 or 30 in 7 games, it's unacceptable, and they've never fixed it. That is on Mario. He is an offensive line specialist. So
that's where I think the problem lies. But that's
well, you know what's funny now, Coach? I've been hearing
Tell me.
I've been hearing that from several people that all of a sudden, God, an offensive line coach doesn't make a great head coach. I've been seeing that, and I'm like, Smitty, you're gonna hate this, but I know a guy.
Man.
I know a guy that's been saying it. His name escapes me.
I don't know the guy. Crazy white guy, they say. He's fucking crazy.
Hey, what about you in the Miami thing? The fan base.
Oh, have you seen me? Yeah, they see me in the Miami shit now.
I was like, yeah. I'd be like, we're going to do this.
That would be iconic because Steve would be on sideline every game. Smitty, he'd be on sideline.
We all would be. Michael Irvin be.
Oh, you wouldn't be. You'd be the get back. You'd be the get back guy.
Hey, speaking of Michael Irvin, you know how boring our game was on Saturday?
What?
Michael Irvin was bored.
Well, he was with President Bush.
Well, no, in the beginning of the game, I saw that, but this was Michael during most of the game. He was like this. And I'm like, you bore Michael Irvin, who loves Miami football. And I'm thinking, Mike, I don't want to start any bad habits again, but if you need to take a bump in this particular situation, it would be justified because I would have taken one with you. Oh, God.
Steve, here's the issue. So Mario has the ultimate it factor in this business that you have to have, which is the recruiting element. So he has that down. He has that. Yes. He has to learn now, in my opinion. This is my humble opinion. I like Mario. AJ loves him. AJ McCarron, obviously. He has to now say all hands off. I have to be now the manager. So when we won it all, I was a play caller, and I was like, fuck, man. I hated it because I had to fire my OC that I did hire, a good friend of mine. I had to let him go prior to the season, and then I had to take it back over. So I let him coach all spring long, and then the summer comes, and I had to install my offense back again. And luckily, we had a returning group, so they remembered me from the year before as the OC and the head coach. And so it was kind of seamless. But that was an anomaly. After that, I figured out I had to hire and just leave my hands off of all things coaching element-wise as far as X's and O's. Don't fucking...
Coach, is it true that you have to be, as a head coach, the most effective way to do it is to coach the coaches? Do you find that to be true?
Fuck yeah. I coached. We had more staff meetings than anyone in America. My staff will tell you. And I talk to coaches right now that I got 3 at Oregon right now. I got 13 guys coaching D1 right now. We talk all the time. They're like, Coach, we don't even meet half like we used to. He's like, we don't do half the shit that you used to ask us after practice. I come in, Steve.
right. Coach,
hey, Steve.
Coach, we are running up-tempo spread, right? Please tell
me we damn near might get in 21 and just run ISO at these pussies because they can't defend it no more. Well, so anyway, I'll be in pistol and actually run inside. But anyway, let me ask you something. Saying all that, I said, you know what? They were like, Coach, you come off the field and you go around the table with 20 guys and say, Seth, give me your good and the bad today. Your group. He was tight end coach. And boom, he'll go through it. And he said he don't get asked that shit no more. And it makes him it makes him on eggshells because tomorrow, because I was the first, I don't know if first one, but I'm one of the people that I know a lot of people asked me what I did. And a lot of D1s would come recruit and see what I did. And they would take it. And they were like, what the hell is that? Number one was a helmet cam on the QB. Number two was my voice dictation. I had a voice recorder, and I literally talked in there the whole practice. And then I took it, and I got an expensive one, plug it into the computer. It literally prints out on a paper everything that I discussed, and I'm just in there motherfucking. Well, I got tired of printing it out for the staff. When I was pissed off, I just put that fucker on the table in front of the staff and hit play. And I made them listen to 2.5 hour practice of me just ripping their ass on the voice thing, and it was the greatest tool I ever used. And I go clinic and I tell these guys, get you one of those because now I don't have to write shit down and I can see it, walk around. I learned over time and 21 years doing this, 12 as a head coach. Hey, dog, start dealing with special teams more than offense and defense. So I bet you Libby and all those guys did the same thing.
Coach Limbo, he was a special teams fucking genius.
and that's the thing. And you, as a head coach, you start getting let the O and the D go because Steve, this is the issue I have, and this is just what I heard from Miami. If your head coach is an O-line guy, even though he's hired his boy who's another O-line guy, the O-line guy is always going to look over his head at the head coach who's an O-line guy. It's a fact. It's just what it is. So I gotta instead of walking on eggshells, now step away, and I'm over on special teams during practice, and now I literally would peek over there and see my O-line guy much more free in his coaching, much more relaxed, much more. I'm just telling you, if you're an offensive guy like I was, guess what? Let the OC go. Go on defense. Go on defense, head coach, if you're an offensive guy, and let your offensive guy know you're not watching over his every move. Because I'm telling you, it tenses up the whole staff. It tenses up the players. And I think Saban did that even though his hands were on the defense. Belichick's hands were on the defense. He still had coordinators, and he still let them do their thing at the end of the day. And I don't know. I think that's what's going on right now. So hopefully next year he'll get another chance, and he'll relinquish
No, he's not.
That duty.
He's not under fire. He's not. My understanding is, given the buyout and the length of the contract, he's getting at least 2 more years. I want to make this happen. I want to see this work for Mario. But Mario has to understand you have to evolve and adapt or you will die at this job. And guys, I've had so many fans going out of that stadium last Saturday that have reached out to me via text, DMs. They're done this year. They're not going to games. They've said, Steve, I've been a season ticket holder for XYZ amount of years. I'm done. I can't. I'm like, wow, Mario, you've lost the base.
That's not you, though. See, you're not that guy, though.
No, but I'm not. But I'm a realist. But
no,
I live 3,000
know.
miles away. There's no pressure for me to go to every game. I live 3,000 miles away. But I knew halfway through, even if we would have won the game against SMU, I just said to myself, you know what? I think I'd rather be at Palooza. And I'll tell you why, JB. Because as I'm watching this slog, and it was a slog, I'm missing Vanderbilt, Texas. Duke, Clemson played a hell of an entertaining game. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm at the worst game. And this is the entertainment industry that we are in, even sports. And when you go to a game, guys, the way I do, and you have to travel out, right? It's not going to UCLA or SC. You actually have to catch up on like 7-8 hours of football. And I'm still doing it, watching games, going through my DVR. So there is a bit of a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. But as I'm leaving the stadium and we're all walking out, and Miami fans, we had this look of they weren't even angry. As I said to Danny and Peter, it was an air of resignation of, wow, so this is what it is, huh, with Mario. That's bad. It ain't good.
I hate to see the casual fan guy that just is worried about either the sex appeal, the betting side, or just a fair weather fan just say, I'm not going to no more games.
Well, yeah, but
that's what we have on social media too much.
Right. You are right, but if you are a Miami fan that was in Dallas, you're not a casual fan. And trust me, I actually have gotten to know these people. I recognize them. We may not be friends. We're not going to exchange Christmas cards, but I see them at the tailgates. I see them at the pregame parties. I've met them. I sit next to them. You kind of recognize people. They introduce, hey, Steve, I like your stuff. By the way, I had another couple of JB fans during the pregame. Hey, Steve, I watch you on JB. I get that all the time. So if you are a Miami Hurricane fan in Dallas, you're not just a casual bandwagon fan. That's my point about it.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just saying, I think we see so much of this casual fair weather fan across all sports that it's like, come on, man. We got it. Like it's too much. Like, I'm like, God damn. I just have been seeing it. Like, there's too much talent out there, but you can say that about every coach because they all hit a wall. Eventually, talent does not always prevail at the end of the day. But the thing is, Mario can get the talent. Now he has to figure out how to push the right buttons at the right time. That's it. Like, that's what it comes down to because he can get the players. So he always has.
But I also let's make sure we pump the brakes a little bit and like, listen, the Miami hasn't reached the pinnacle, but at the same time, man, they have been a legit team since he's been there. It went 10-3 last year. They're still like rolling right now. I understand they got the 2 losses, but if they finish the season off strong, it'll still end up being a strong season. Look, so he's still doing a good job. Is what I'm saying. They
still have a chance at a 10-win season, but here's the reality. When people say, oh, that's Miami's James Franklin, and I'm like, time out. James Franklin only lost to good Michigan and really good Ohio State teams for the most part. Before this year, before that stretch, he beat every single other team he's supposed to. Mario's not doing that. I think it's actually an insult to James Franklin when you make that particular comparison. If you look at James Franklin, he had 2 hurdles he just could not climb. Michigan, who was a consistent playoff team the last 3-4 years with Harbaugh. And then obviously Ohio State, which is no worse than the second best program in college football the last 10 years.
Nah, that's a fair point.